Tonight, breaking news could shift the balance of power in Asia. New satellite images reveal a secret fleet deep inside China's Yangtze River shipyards. These are not ordinary ships. They're massive, purpose-built for invasion. The sheer number, appearing almost overnight, signals a plan moving at alarming speed. This is not a drill. This is a nation preparing for war. Rows of identical gray hulls line the docks, cranes working around the clock. Shipyards, once building commercial vessels, now operate under military command. Workers are isolated, secrecy is extreme, and the scale is immense. Only a state like China could mobilize resources on this level. Intelligence agencies worldwide are scrambling to assess the threat. This is a ghost fleet, built in the shadows, off official military ledgers. The discovery has sent shockwaves from Washington to Tokyo to Taipei. The question is no longer if China is preparing to act against Taiwan, but how soon. These images suggest the timeline for action may be much shorter than anyone thought. This fleet is a direct threat to Taiwan's sovereignty, a physical promise of force. Every diplomatic and military move in the region must now be seen through this new lens. The secret is out, and the world is suddenly more dangerous. The dragon has shown its teeth, sharper and more numerous than we knew. The global balance has shifted overnight. The countdown has begun. The scale of China's operation is staggering. Satellite images show a network of shipyards, Shanghai, Dalian, Guangzhou, all working in concert. Over 100 new landing craft are under construction, with dozens nearing completion. This is a wartime production effort in peacetime. The logistics, millions of tons of steel, tens of thousands of workers. This is a top-down, state-directed project. Nothing rogue about it. China is diverting massive economic resources to a singular military goal. Industrial mobilization on this scale hasn't been seen since World War II. Modular construction means different ship sections are built simultaneously, then assembled for rapid launch. Experts believe a new ship can be launched every few weeks. This factory approach allows China to build an invasion force at unprecedented speed. By spreading construction across multiple shipyards, China ensures resilience and redundancy. If one yard is compromised, others keep working. The distributed network makes the program harder to track and nearly impossible to stop. This is an assembly line for invasion, running at full capacity. The speed and scale are weapons in themselves. The world is watching, but China is already far ahead. How is this secret uncovered? Not by spies, but by civilian open-source intelligence, OSINT, analysts. These independent experts use commercial satellite imagery, poring over high-res photos from their own homes. They identified key shipyards, compared new and old images, and spotted the sudden appearance of unfamiliar hulls. Patterns emerged, the same ship design in multiple shipyards at once. These weren't tankers or cargo ships. The shapes were new, suspicious. OSINT analysts collaborated online, sharing findings and expertise. Naval architects analyzed hulls. Others used radar imaging to see through clouds. Together, they pieced together the puzzle and built an undeniable case. The evidence was overwhelming. China's ghost fleet was real. This marks a fundamental shift. Intelligence is no longer the sole domain of governments. Anyone with a laptop and internet can uncover state secrets. The monopoly on satellite intelligence is broken. Now, governments can't hide their actions as easily. The eyes in the sky belong to everyone. The democratization of surveillance means secrets are harder to keep. The world's watchdogs are no longer just in government offices. OSINT has changed the game. The truth is out there, and it's visible to all. The age of secrecy is ending. The world is always watching. The balance of power in intelligence has shifted, and it's not going back. What makes these ships so dangerous? Their design is tailored for invasion. They're not deep-water warships, but large, flat-bottomed amphibious landing craft. Built to get close to shore, they can deliver troops, tanks, and equipment directly onto beaches. The massive bow door drops a ramp for vehicles and soldiers to storm ashore. Open decks can carry helicopters, enabling rapid deployment behind enemy lines. The Taiwan Strait is only about 100 miles wide. These ships are built for a quick, overwhelming dash. Taiwan's few modern ports are easily defended, but these ships can land on any flat beach, opening multiple fronts. The sheer number, over 100, signals intent for a full-scale invasion. This isn't a force for small raids. It's designed to land tens of thousands in the first wave. Every feature points to one target: Taiwan's beaches. The message is clear. China is preparing for a massive amphibious assault. The design, function, and quantity leave no doubt. The threat is real, and it's built into every hull. The world must take notice. The age of military secrecy is over. Hundreds of commercial satellites orbit the Earth, capturing high-res images for anyone to buy. Military bases, secret shipyards. Nothing is hidden from space. This radical transparency makes surprise attacks nearly impossible. The satellite never blinks, providing a constant watch. This relentless gaze acts as an early warning system for the world. But transparency is a double-edged sword. Public exposure of military buildups can force leaders into hardline positions. The aggressor, knowing it's been discovered, may act sooner. The constant stream of images can fuel tension and anxiety. In the satellite age, there are no more secrets, but also less room for quiet diplomacy. The world is on edge, and everyone can see why. China's strategy blurs the line between civilian and military. Civilian shipyards now build warships. Commercial ferries are constructed to military specs. Laws require new civilian ships to be ready for military use. Reinforced ramps, decks for tanks, military communications. In a crisis, thousands of ferries could be commandeered for invasion. This dual-use approach hides military buildup in plain sight. Satellites can't always tell a warship from a militarized ferry. The ambiguity is intentional, complicating intelligence and arms control. The global economy itself becomes a weapon. The threat could arrive disguised as everyday commerce. The revelation of China's secret fleet has jolted the world. Taiwan's government condemns the buildup, vowing to defend its democracy. Taiwan's military raises its alert. Anxiety and resolve grip the island. The U.S. calls the buildup destabilizing, moves naval assets closer, and increases surveillance. Washington's commitment to Taiwan is being tested like never before. Japan and the Philippines are on high alert, reviewing defense postures and holding emergency meetings. The Indo-Pacific region is holding its breath. Allies worldwide issue statements of support, but action is what matters. Will there be sanctions, boycotts, or just words? The exposure of China's fleet has drawn new lines in the sand. The next moves will determine if those lines are crossed. The world faces a defining moment. The stakes have never been higher. Satellite transparency is a double-edged sword. Knowing about China's buildup prevents surprise and gives time to prepare. Knowledge is power. Defenses can be hardened, alliances rallied, but exposure can also accelerate crisis. Beijing, knowing it's being watched, may feel pressured to act before losing the advantage. This use-it-or-lose-it mentality increases the risk of war. Public images force leaders into hardline positions, making diplomacy harder. Escalation becomes a public spectacle, crowding out quiet negotiation. More information reduces surprise, but raises the risk of miscalculation. The world sees the storm coming, but can't always stop it. Transparency can be both shield and trigger. The paradox: seeing danger may make it arrive sooner. We walk a tightrope between knowledge and stability. The secret is out. The ships are nearly ready. The world is watching. We're in a period of profound uncertainty and danger. Will China accelerate its plans? Will the U.S. and allies deter an attack? Can diplomacy pull us back from the brink? The fate of Taiwan and the global order hangs in the balance. Every move, every statement, every ship's launch is now critical. Satellites will keep their silent watch, writing the future in the stars. The evidence is floating in the water. Thousands of tons of steel, a superpower's intent made real. The exposure of this fleet is just the beginning. A countdown has started. With every new ship, the clock ticks louder. The world must choose, stand by or act. The Taiwan Strait is a test of resolve and alliances. The ghost fleet is real, and it's waiting. The only question: what happens when it moves? We will be watching.